Right now, someone just signed a military contract and left tens of thousands of dollars on the table, maybe even you. Because here's what nobody tells you. The military has an entire ecosystem of bonuses, incentives, and cash programs that most new recruits, their families, and even financial professionals have never heard about. We're not talking about pocket change here. We're talking about 40, 50, or in some cases, up to $75,000 or more in bonuses before you even complete your first contract, and potentially hundreds of thousands over a career when combined with reenlistment incentives. So buckle up, because for the next few minutes, we're diving deep into the money the military offers but rarely advertises. Whether you're thinking about enlisting, already serving, you're a military spouse trying to understand the finances, or you're a financial coach who works with service members, this is the information you absolutely need to know. So let's get into it. Let's start with the big one. Enlistment bonuses. Picture this, you're 18 years old, you just graduated high school, and you're sitting across from a recruiter. They're showing you the basic pay charts, the benefits, maybe mentioning something about college money. What they might not emphasize enough is that depending on the job you pick and when you're willing to ship out, you could be looking at significant cash incentives, often $20,000 to $50,000 combined for high demand roles. Enlistment bonuses exist for one simple reason. The military needs people in specific jobs. We're talking critical positions that don't have enough entry-level personnel. Think cyber operations, nuclear technicians, special warfare, intelligence specialties, certain medical fields. These aren't your run-of-the-mill positions. These are highly technical, highly demanding roles that require extensive training and expertise. Here's how it works in the Army. If you enlist for certain military occupational specialties, that's your job in Army speak, you can qualify for combined enlistment bonuses of up to $50,000 as of 2025. The actual amount depends on three big factors: which branch you're joining, the specific job you choose, and how long you're willing to commit. Generally, we're talking 3 to 6 year contracts. The longer you commit, the higher the potential. The Navy offers strong incentives for critical ratings. For nuclear field, working with nuclear reactors on submarines and carriers, bonuses can reach up to $75,000. Other high-demand ratings can combine to $50,000 to $60,000, with quick ship adding more. The Air Force focuses on retention but offers enlistment bonuses in select fields, typically $5,000 to $15,000 depending on the career and contract length. Here's something critical that trips most people up: the timing of the payment. You don't get this money the day you sign your contract. Most enlistment bonuses are paid in phases. First is a portion, often half, after completing initial training, basic and tech school. Then the rest upon arrival at your first duty station or in installments. Let me paint you a real-world picture here. Meet Sarah. She's 22, she just finished 2 years of college, and she's interested in joining the Army. She qualifies for several incentives. She chooses a high-demand linguist role, 35P, qualifying for up to $40,000 language bonus. She adds college credits for up to $6,000, quick ships within 30 days for $10,000, and volunteers for airborne for another $10,000. Sarah's combined potential, around $66,000 over her contract. That's a game changer. But here's the catch, and this is where most people mess up. You have to meet all qualifications and complete requirements, or recoupment applies proportionally if you don't finish the obligation. Let's talk about the quick ship bonus, because this is often easy money if your life allows it. The Army offers up to $10,000 for reporting to basic within 30 days for in-demand jobs. The Navy, up to $30,000 for select ratings. Air Force, limited but available. It stacks with job bonuses. Now let's shift gears and talk about what happens after you're in. Reenlistment bonuses, selective retention bonuses, SRBs, kick in to retain experienced personnel in critical fields. Amounts vary by job, rank, years, and needs. Army, high demand, $10,000 to $75,000 or more. Air Force, up to $180,000 per enlistment, $360,000 career cap. Navy, similar for critical ratings. Bonus calculated by multiplier times monthly base pay times years reenlisting. It changes frequently, so check your retention office. Here's an example. E5 IT specialist, high multiplier, reenlisting for 6 years, $55,000 to $60,000 possible. Now, if you joined after January 1st, 2018, you're in the blended retirement system, BRS. One feature is continuation pay. Mid-career bonus, 8 to 12 years. For additional obligation, usually about 4 years. Active duty, 2.5 to 13 times monthly pay. Reserve and guard is a little lower at 0.5 to 6 times. For example, an E6 might get $8,000 to $10,000 in a typical situation. Some other specialty bonuses include healthcare officers ascension, $20,000 to $40,000. For example, nurses, pharmacists. Retention bonuses can be even higher. Cyber enlisted high demand can be a $25,000 enlistment bonus, $50,000 to $75,000 retention bonuses. Now, you got to keep in mind the taxes. Bonuses are taxable. There is usually a 22% federal withholding and state withholding varies. But if the bonus is paid while you're in a combat zone, it can be tax-free. Now, before accepting, you definitely need to read the contract. Programs change, so get everything in writing and consider the job and how it fits with your lifestyle. This is where it pays to be proactive. Research the official sites. Ask recruiters about retention and combos and multipliers. These bonuses are real and substantial, but the eligibility varies. Get informed, ask, research, and decide based on your situation. But don't leave money on the table.